Hey guys, I'm going to keep this short. But for my one good thing today, I really appreciated spending time with my friend from Missoula. She was visiting, and I met up with her and her twin sister at a park in Seattle. And it was just lovely to sit underneath the shade of the tree and to just talk about simple pleasures that we enjoy. And it was cool to just catch up with them and hear about their kids. And it was really just really positive time. Um, I will share something else. So one of my best friends she lives in Missoula, and I just really appreciate, I really appreciate that she knows me well. So I can tend to be like, I just strive to be an upbeat person. I strive to focus my thoughts on things that are positive, and at the same time, it's very important to express and feel other emotions, sadness, anger, and what have you. And so she just called me out and was like, hey, like, I know you can be upbeat, but in the last, we leave video messages through Marco Polo with each other. And I was just telling her, I was like, yeah, these are different ways that I'm coping with our failed adoption, but it was a bummer. And at the same time, like, I know that I have a lot to be grateful for, and I am being mindful of those things. But I just appreciated her saying, like, it's also okay to feel sad. It's also okay to feel disappointed that things didn't work out. And I totally respect, it's a long story, but originally we were going into the adoption to help family that lives in another country. And we told that the parent and the child, if at any point you change your mind and you don't want to move forward with adoption, just let us know. Like, we really are in this to support you guys. And so they got to a point where they just decided, like, hey, we don't want to move forward anymore. And it was a 2-year process. So it's like we put in a lot of time and energy and hope into the process. But I wholeheartedly respected them speaking up and speaking their truth, and I wanted them to know, we, one, respect your decision, and two, if it's not going to be perceived as helpful anymore, then we don't want to be harmful by any means. So that's totally fine. But I think I'm just realizing, like, I just need to continue to journal, continue to process through some of those disappointments. And, we bought our house in a location largely because of there being good schools in this area, and there being different communities that were positive for him to be a part of. And, we looked at other places that could have been better for entertaining purposes, but yeah, like, there were just different decisions that we made with him in mind. And so my friend was like, yeah, like, you guys did quite a bit, with him in mind when you guys moved to Washington. So I just appreciate having friends. It's a gift. And I know I mentioned that in my last one thing I appreciate, or one good thing, but yeah, there's just something really special about having friends who are with you in the good and bad. Like, even today, my foot, driving out to Seattle because there was a lot of traffic, my foot was down for a while. And so I used my scooter a little bit, not because I am non-weight bearing, but just because I needed to elevate my foot some. And I just appreciated my friend and her sister, like, helping me, with the scooter in the grass, or helping me, help take the scooter up around the stairs for me, and helping me get the scooter out of the car, and just having friends that are willing to help is a blessing. So I don't want to take that for granted. But I just want to ask you, because I don't know that I've really asked you guys, like, what is your good thing? What's one of your good things? And like I mentioned before, like, I don't want this to ever turn into like a one-up. It's like, there's enough of that in society. So, like, that's not what this is meant to be. But, like, what is just something simple that you value or you appreciate from today, from this week? What's your one good thing? Or some people just say, like, what are you grateful for today? But yeah, my good thing for today is just having friends who show up when I'm having a hard time. And yeah, that they're there to like hear the sad parts of life or the disappointments of life and sit with me in that, or are willing to help me with my scooter when my toe's broken, you know? So it's like, really appreciate that. Alrighty. Hope you have a great day, whichever day you watch this, and be well.